I don't know. It's you know, pick your children. You know, I have no idea. It's one of those things where some of them ended up being really good films and were really difficult experiences, and some of them were really great experiences and ended up not being the same kind of film, and some of them were a little of both. So I can't really. They're all times in your life. So it was a little like watching like the director's cut of Boyhood, though. It's like you want to see this guy, really age, hair turn gray. Well, nothing but down, apparently. It seems like straight down from here. Yeah, it's funny. I was a little concerned with that, and then I looked at the list of the names of people who'd won this before, and there were quite a few people quite a bit younger than me, so I felt a little relieved. It didn't make me panic, but it's a great honor. I mean, honestly, you look at the names on that list, and it's a good list of names. So, I didn't even think that was a joke. I mean, listen, Tina and Amy kill me. I think they're the best hosts of this show. I'm sorry that they're not going to do it again. I hope these guys can talk them into it because they're really truly funny. So, last year's Gravity joke was the best joke, and it was if I'm gonna live my life, I gotta take those and laugh at it. And I thought it was really funny. And tonight I thought it was hysterical. So it was great. Well, I think you do think about what you're going to say to 300 million people to your wife ahead of time, or you're really stupid. But yeah, no, I'm having an exceptional year and an exceptional time of my life, and I'm really in a happy place. So it's nice. I really enjoyed my life. It's a tricky thing. I mean, this is all, art usually falls about, films, not art, but films usually fall a couple of years behind the news stories themselves. It takes time to write a screenplay and stuff. So, right now we're just all trying to process the idea of what the world is going to look like next, and hope that that we don't overreact again. We have to be very careful of that too. There's a lot of anti-Muslim fervor in parts of Europe, and we have to make sure that doesn't get grouped into this horrible act of violence along the way. So, I don't know that it's going to take films a period of time to catch up. Well, George Clooney, who likes to refer to himself in the third person. Listen, it's funny. I was talking with Don Cheadle. Guys just have it so much easier. It's honestly not fair. Amal was looking at dresses last night, still trying to figure out what she was going to wear, and I was watching the football game, and it's just I was 2 o'clock this afternoon. We were still watching the ball game, and she's it's not fair to women at the award shows, but it's nice. I'm wearing my wedding tux, so I wouldn't even consider speaking for my brilliant barrister wife on her involvement in it. My involvement was actually a question that I was asked by a Greek journalist at one of these, and I just said what I believe, which is at some point these two pieces of art, this piece of art that's been split in half, at some point they will be joined back together, and it'll just depend on when and who does it. And so I have great optimism that at some point they'll be back. That's my great optimism. But I'm not speaking for my wife. She's got her own thing. She's a lawyer. I would imagine that there will be a lot of worldwide outpouring for that. I'm not quite sure. I haven't thought about it yet. The ones we've done were so overwhelmingly impossible. The Haiti telethon, the tsunami. Those were such overwhelmingly poor people in desperate situations. But who knows? I don't. Maybe there'll be some event. Certainly, what we would hope is that people will, as you guys all know, because you're journalists, this is a really important moment. This is an important moment in time, and we have to stand up together, or we end up falling apart. I did discuss the coverage that was going on because there was an awful lot of things going on, including the largest hack in the United States history, and no one was writing about it. It was a joke, and what they were really enjoying were little snippets of gossip, and I thought that was irresponsible. But I also thought that it was irresponsible I felt like everyone needed to join together, like I just talked about with this. If everybody joined together, it's a lot harder to pull them apart. And I felt like the studios, I think the MPAA, I think everybody got a good learning lesson on this one. And I hopefully it'll improve the next time.